Another day, same bull squash. Let's get right into it. Well, holy smokers, guys, put your kids to beds, let your wives do the dishes, because today the news that we're getting is a little bit spicy, okay? Like, we got some good news, we got some bad news, and understand that I'm just a messenger out there, okay? I'm just trying to share the news and whatnot. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? We got good news about Black Ops, but we have bad news for Xbox and PS5. We're hearing that a YouTuber by the name of Poppy G Fung, he did get Xbox Series X early from Microsoft, and his console was sent to console heaven. We're gonna talk about it. We also got Sony. They came out officially, and they're saying that you're not gonna be able to purchase PS5 on launch date. They officially confirmed that. A ton of people are dropping salt, and we're gonna be talking about all of that in this video. Let's just get right into it. If an alpha chat like you is new here, I cover all the big gaming news, so burn the party, subscribe Mardo. And our first story is about the pre-orders. Now, a homie from the streets, he kind of added me in the situation, says that, by the way, some high dopamine level content. I mean, of course, for him, it's gonna be high dopamine content because, of course, he's getting the Sony Pony console. Like, duh, he's gonna be getting it on November 12th, and that is massive, okay? Like, definitely drop some GGs for the man, and he's picking up the language, right? But understand that it's not a GG for everybody out there, because Michael, he kind of added me in the situation, and he says that just got a delivery date for my PS5 pre-order from Amazon, said it will be here a week late. Wondering who else got this too. And I've seen a lot of people say that their Xbox PS5 is getting delayed, right? Some of them are getting on time, and at first I thought he might be in the UK, but he did tell me that he is in California. All right, it do be like this, okay? But this is not half bad. The information that I'm gonna dive in right now, yo, that is way worse than this. At least this gentleman was able to get the pre-order right. At least he got a confirmation, because of course we heard horror stories that pre-orders were getting canceled, and now we're hearing that you cannot buy it in stores, right? That is absolutely wild. But speaking of a disaster, this is something that I reported yesterday. I was probably one of the first few to report on it because the news broke and I was actually in the middle of recording a video, and I added that in my video, and some of you guys were like, hey, that is probably cappity cap. But it is not cap, okay? Because Sony officially confirmed to IGN Italy that PS5 will not support 1440p output, and this got a lot of people sus, right? And I don't blame the homies. The homies are kind of confused, especially the casual players, right? Because they're saying that, hey, Demon Soul, this said that it's gonna be 1440p, and now you're telling me that Sony is saying that it's not gonna be 1440p. I'm kind of sus, okay? And if you say that, I don't blame you, right? But I'm gonna try to summarize the whole thing. I'm gonna put it in simple English because, quote, Sony confirmed to IGN Italy that PlayStation 5 does not support 1440p native output. I'm gonna refer 1440p to 2K just to kind of make it easier and whatnot. Quote, games rendering at 2K will upscale to 4K, and if your display does not support 4K, super sample back to 1080p from there. Now, of course, like, some people think that this means that PS5 will not be able to do 4K. That is wrong. PS5 will be able to do 1080p and 4K, but it will not do native 2K. Now, for example, Demon Soul, they say that their game will be like native 2K, but Sony says that they're not gonna support native 2K. So what this means for people, right? This means that the game, it's either gonna be downscaled to 1080p or it will be upscaled to 4K. I would suspect that it's gonna upscale to 4K if you have a 4K monitor. If you only have a 1080p monitor, then it's gonna downscale from 2K. And if you have a 2K monitor, well, you're not gonna be able to get 2K native from PS5. It's either gonna be upscaling from 1080p or it's gonna downscale from 4K. And if it downscales from 4K, it should look good. But if it upscales from 1080p, well, there will be a loss of quality. I know that they're complicating the shit out of this one, but I hope this explanation sounds right. I'm not sure, okay? Give me a 1 if the explanation was understandable. They're out there doing helicopters with their woolies. And speaking of just that, PlayStation officially says this, and yes, guys, it was not capped. They said the update all PS5 consoles sales on launch day November 12 or November 19, depending on your region, will be online only. No units will be available in store for purchase. So, yo, that's a disaster. And like, they got a full-blown article. I'm not really gonna read the whole thing, but the reason is that, hey, in the interest of keeping our gamers, retailers, and staff safe amidst the Roni situation, make sure you guys are washing your hands before smashing the like button. I definitely do not want want anyone to catch the Rooney. And this is that no units will be available in store for purchase on launch day. I know that there are stores that are saying that they're gonna be having 10 to 20 units. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that. Maybe they're just gonna Uno and they're just gonna put it for online pre-orders only. And you can see we got Dr. Inib here. He's sharing his expertise. We got a ton of people out there. Like, people are not happy. Like, some people are trying to rile up the crowd out there by saying that Xbox is better or PS5 is better, this and that. We have a homie out there. He kind of added me in the situation. People dropping L's for 1440p aka 2K resolution. One gentleman wrote, "Are you effing kidding me? How in the hell is someone that works and doesn't have time to stay up until 12 a.m. and hit refresh 1000 times going to get one and beat the resellers? I've had every launch PlayStation and PS Plus for more than 10 years. Didn't even get an email invite to buy." I'm just doing it for the entertainment purposes here, but he does have a point, right? Like, the homie definitely do be spitting facts, and I do agree with the man. And we have a woman around the streets who said that this is such bull, that the pre-orders were open before they should have been, and now what? I have a full-time job and go to school. Sorry, I can't sit in front of a computer. Definitely a valid point, and yeah, man, it really do be like this. Like, people out there just dropping. But the only good news in all of this is that Best Buy is gonna be actually opening up pre-orders. I believe on November 22nd, they're gonna be doing it for Black Friday, and whenever they open that, I'll make a video on it. I'll definitely keep you stud muffins in the loop, so definitely turn those notifications on. Now, speaking of Xbox, now if you're a Sony pony, don't laugh, okay? Like, both consoles will be good, both got negatives, both got positives, and this is coming from Poppy G Funk, and apparently he did get the Xbox Series X early from Microsoft, so this is not cap, okay? He did get the retail unit. He has done the unboxing of it. As you guys can see, he did get the Xbox console early, all right? It do be looking pretty good, but the man says that, hey, well, some sad news today. My Xbox Series X is officially broken. It turns on, but all I see is the black screen of that new video coming soon. So we gotta wait to see the footage, and in my opinion, this is good. Ow. Now, before you cancel me, listen to me, okay? Hear the full thing before you cancel me. The reason I say this is good is because at least we know before the release date, because I really think that we're gonna be hearing horror stories where, like, PS5 was sent to console heaven, Xbox Series S was sent to console heaven because Xbox Series X is already sent to console heaven. Like, duh, homie got shot down. It's good to know this early because now you can, like, go ahead and get a warranty for your PS5, get a warranty for Xbox, because surely this is gonna happen. This is inevitable. We're in 2020. Hardware can be faulty, right? We heard about RTX 3070, 3080s as well. It's inevitable, right? But speaking of Call of Duty, we have some massive news, okay? Like, never have I seen people kind of like coming together and be hyped like this, okay? People welcoming everybody with open arms, like, especially in this Sony situation, right? Like, that is wild, my G, because Sony, or I should say Treyarch, they say that stay tuned for tomorrow for all the details on our new Prestige system. Now, admittedly, that has some people kind of sus because saying that new Prestige system, what do you mean? But the good news in all of this is that, hey, we're getting the Prestige system back, ladies and gentlemen. And I know some of you guys will be looking at it, will be like, yeah, man, it's because of 1 year they removed the Prestige, other year they added. These are none but facts, but of course, this is a good news, right? At least we're getting the Prestige system. And holy smokies, guys, Call of Duty officially shared the Season 1 for Black Ops, and this is what I was afraid of, man. It's gonna be starting on December 10th, and that's the same day we're gonna be allegedly gonna be getting Cyberpunk if it doesn't get delayed. And we're also gonna be having Game Awards, and all of this is gonna be happening the same day, man. Now, I do not know what to stream, man. But on November 24th, that's when we're gonna be having the Striker. That's what the homies Adler holding. We're also gonna be having the NukeTown 84. Of course, we all saw that coming, right? If you have been subscribed, you already know that was coming, right? We also got more multiplayer maps and more 2v2 returns, 2v2 gunfight returns, new zombie modes, and that's what I like to see. And we also got new weapons, classified Warzone experience. There might be a new map, or that might be the Rebirth Island. I would suspect this is gonna be the Rebirth Island that we have heard a lot about recently, right? We have to wait and see, but only 1 week to go, boys. But turn those notifications on. If you're new, I'm gonna keep all of you stud muffins in the loops. Click on any of the video on the screen. You're gonna get a kick of dopamine, and I will see you right there.